So there's a setting on the iPad for that wide view that it was going before, and I don't know why Wikipedia or why YouTube is refusing to use it.
Done mess the whole thing up, Glenn.
No, it's their fault. If you're joining us on the part that will inevitably be cut from the audio, welcome. We're going to do our podcast, Improvised Wikipedia, in just a little bit. I didn't look up when we did this last time, but it's been quite some time.
Is this the stressful part for you, like waiting for someone to actually tune into the live?
No, I think if we announced it,
you'd feel more pressure than just the
yeah,
moment right now. Yeah, no, that's fair.
because it's mostly just a place to record it, and then I'll pull the audio down.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It would be great if people watched it, and if we knew.
We got someone watching now. There's actually.
Oh,
Watching.
imagine the huge numbers we're gonna do.
Yeah. No.
2 middle-aged men redoing a podcast from well over a year ago.
Can we just take a moment to address the wonderful framing that is this plant coming out of my head?
Yeah, it does look like you're like a little tuft.
Yeah, it does. It does look a little bit like I have a cartoon. I'm a cartoon character with a little.
It's
Oh, we lost that. We lost that one.
chased
That one
them away.
person was like, nope.
I think it's when I mentioned that we're middle-aged. They're like, too old, and they're not wrong.
That's true.
I
feel my societal value failing a little bit more every day.
I'm on a number of important like survey lists.
Stop up and think about what you just said to me. You're on a number of important survey. Okay, Grandpa. What are you talking about?
When you're watching the news,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, there was a Gallup survey that says poo poo pee pee." I'm one of them. I'm one of the people who answers those.
What?
And
wait, how do you?
You have to fill out, like, when you fill it out, you put in like your relevant information, like your age and and like every time I bump up into a bracket, I was like,
it's the worst feeling
ever. I'm gonna get kicked off this list because they don't care about what I have to say anymore.
It's true. Well,
it's hurtful.
It becomes a question now of how much audio and video do you want to cut for the podcast? Should we just start? Or like,
ideally,
what are we doing here?
No, I'm sharing the link if anybody wants to watch it.
Got it. This is a great kind of behind the scenes explanation and just a really wonderful example as to the type of prep work we put into this very serious podcast that we do. I guess that we did. We haven't done it. I mean,
it's been a minute.
It has been so long. I mean, we're gonna talk about it probably at least 4 times in the
minimum.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say we'll drop the link out onto the internet so that people know to watch, and then we'll look up the post that I did.
I am pleasantly surprised with the corner of my living room.
It looks great. I mean,
yeah, we did not plan this.
The lighting's not, honestly, it's a little suboptimal, but the framing, that.
Do you want me to bring I can bring the lights.
The
down
dark wood.
But it's gonna bring it down. You can just
no, it's fine. It's fine for now.
Okay. I can. Try,
I do have a spotlight in my car.
I can try some. Hold on. Alexa, bring living room light bulb 3 down to 50%. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, it did. That's just the wrong one.
It did, the wrong one.
Okay. Alexa, bring living room light bulb 4 down to 50%.
I hope people's... I mean, it got hornier in here for sure.
No, but like I think that light behind us not blowing us out.
Def.
So let's just, Alexa, bring living room light bulb number 3 up to 100%. Okay. Yeah, look at that.
God, what?
The future is now, Glenn Tickle.
That's true. Alexa, overthrow the government.
Oh, she does not like it when you ask her.
Alexa, destroy capitalism.
I tried that too. Turns out Jeff Bezos is going to show up here in like a half
Jeffrey.
hour now that you said that. Oh, boy.
All right, well, I can't, for whatever reason, I can't make Facebook do what I want. So, oh well. Alexa, delete Facebook from the internet forever. Do it.
She said, I don't know how to do it.
Fucking
Not that she doesn't want to do it. She said she didn't know how.
figure it out.
Yeah, right?
Believe in yourself.
It's doing that.
Alexa, believe in yourself.
This is in Chat GPT the other day. You
No.
gotta stop yelling at my Alexa, man. You don't have enough practice to do it and good. You're just queuing up fucking commercials. No bueno.
Where's the post? There it is. So 4 days ago, I wrote.
Well, hold up. Let's start that. Do you want to do the like intro like we normally would? Give you like a.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, we're performing here to nobody. It's great.
Rosalie did like the post.
Alexa, stop playing music. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Maybe that's how you overthrow capitalism.
Maybe.
That song was gonna do it, and now.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Improvised Wikipedia podcast. I'm here with my friend Glenn Tickle.
I'm here with my friend John Lunger, who said welcome to, not welcome back, to the Improvised Wikipedia podcast.
And as always, we are rewriting the entirety of Wikipedia off the top of our damn heads, one page at a time, and easy and convenient to listen to podcast form. You're right, bud. We have not done this for a very long time.
It's been
a week.
It's been 1
Exactly
week since
1
you
week.
looked at me. I'm blank. Like, why can't I remember the most understandable part of that song?
Are you talking about Bare Naked Ladies 1 week?
Yeah.
You know, like, which part are you looking for?
I can
the
do like,
chorus or like
no,
the
I
rap, or
just,
the
you
China-
said
yeah.
1 week, and I said
I
since.
think the way to start
Since you
is-
looked at me?
It's usually Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken, is where it
Yeah, I know
usually
the part
starts,
about
which is not
Kurosawa.
great. It just feels weird. I don't know. Wait,
This-
so are you trying to make a joke about how long it's been since we've done this? Because I think
No.
this wonderful banter at the top of this episode is enough for people
To just understand.
it.
Yeah, we might not be on top of our
And
game
like,
right now.
normally we would be like, hey, for those just tuning in for the first time, here's roughly what we're doing. Explaining the
Yes.
shtick, right?
But at this point, honestly, it's pretty much everybody.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
get them all caught
starting
up.
from scratch. At one point, and this isn't a bit, we were charting in the country of Niger in
Correct.
the comedy podcast charts.
I think we were top 10. We were trying to crack the top 5, and then we said we were going to come do a live episode. That
Did not happen.
that did not happen.
And so we're starting from zero there too. So we
Yeah.
got a lot of work to do. But you know, if you're
That offer's no longer valid, by
yeah,
the way.
Oh no, for
Niger.
sure. Yeah, that was pre.
If it gets to number 1, maybe we'll talk.
Well, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. But if you're wondering what this is, the name is pretty self-explanatory. We are making up Wikipedia pages off the top of our head, and it's great. At the end of each page, if you will, Glenn and I decide who did better, us or the opening part of a Wikipedia page, or whatever
Correct.
the topic is. And then roughly at the end of this project, when we retire, if we have more quality pages than Wikipedia does, we get to keep Wikipedia.
Do you think Wikipedia was getting cocky during the break? It's been
Oh,
a
yeah.
while since we did this, and they know that we're coming.
It's true. It is interesting. I would say I don't feel like they were fundraising as aggressively
It's true.
as they normally were. this
Oh,
past
are we
year.
what they're trying to fight off by asking
Maybe.
people to give them $3?
I'm not sure. You know what?
That's probably what
I can't
it is.
prove that we're not that. But anyways, to maintain the improvised part of this, we don't pick the topic. We let other people pick the topics. You had the foresight that we were doing this. I completely forgot.
Correct.
Per usual. And you went on
Hey,
Facebook,
you don't have
right?
to be too hard on yourself. I also regularly forget to do this and many other tasks on which people are relying on me to do them.
Well, okay.
I'm a constant disappointment
Yeah.
and failure to my loved ones and those around me. But hey, I'm going to need a number from 1 to 3 there, bud.
One
I
to
didn't
three-
say we get a lot of
We got
suggestions.
3 whole suggestions. Oh man, we got 1 person watching us right now. Shout out to our viewer on.
I'm gonna
YouTube,
guess-
as we're watching on YouTube Live. So let's go with 1.
Well, that is my sister-in-law, Kathy, wants to know about lichen.
Lichen?
Yeah.
So not quite moss, but lichen.
Liken it to some moss. I don't know. I know there's a...
Oh yeah, hold up. Our actual viewer made a request, and he gave us number 2, or they gave us number 2. I didn't actually see the name. So maybe we shouldn't do lichen, and your sister-in-law Kathy can just go suck on some moss.
Well, should we look into maybe the person watching? How do
I
I
just saw
bring
the
that up?
comment. It said, "Hey, how you guys doing? Well, we're doing well." But I think more importantly, they said two.
Oh yes,
So two is the suggestion that we should
internet
do.
friend M Dog. I mean, but we already said the other one.
Well, fuck.
We can
Lichen.
do.
We
Let's
can
do
just
them.
we can do what we want. It's our podcast. We haven't started yet. We have a viewer. We should do what they want. We've never done this live on the internet.
I think we
before.
have
might
done
as
this
well
live on the internet
Well,
a
we
couple
might
of
as well
times.
take advantage of the format if we're going to be lazy
All right, well,
assholes and do
fine,
it on YouTube.
fine.
So we have it recorded
You-
and you can pull the audio and do it that way. I'm for it, man, but stop pretending it's something it's not.
Kathy, I'm
Suggestion two.
sorry. Kathy, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. You don't care that much.
I do. I love my sister-in-law, Kathy. All right, but we do. I can't. We're doing this on my iPad, and the chat keeps disappearing. So, oh wait, here we go. All messages are visible. Let's see if this will leave it up. Here we go. All right. So M Dog wants number 2. I locked my phone in all of that, having John yell at me over nothing. M Dog, we're recording improvised Wikipedia, and we're gonna do a bad job unless Papa Johnny Long's here and knows all about kabaddi.
What?
K-A-B
K-A-B
A-D-D-I, all one word.
K-A-B-A-D-D-I.
This comes from past guest Pat Jansen.
Okay.
Kabaddi.
So that's good. We
Kabaddi,
know
yada,
Pat.
yada.
We know Pat Jansen, so he's not.
It's
He's not
probably
messing with us with something that's not real. It's
No.
something. It's just we have to figure it out. Do you think Pat would have checked? It probably has a Wikipedia page, right?
yeah.
Kabaddi was it a capital K?
It was, but it's also the only word, so his phone or whatever
yeah.
would have auto capitalized it. Kabaddi. So, M Dog, if you're not familiar with the show that I used to do 100 million years ago with my good friend Papa Johnny Lungs here, we rewrite all of Wikipedia without doing any research, and sometimes we get words like kabaddi that we've never heard before and don't know anything about. So Wikipedia is probably going to win this round.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, for those hardcore listeners, episode 1 or 2 was Ibogaine. Great example. No idea what that was. Still don't, even after we did that. It's a drug. Kabaddi.
I learned from B.D. Wong in a clip from one of the Law and Orders that it can be
right.
used to treat heroin addiction in place of methadone.
That's true.
I don't know. Well, it was in Law and Order. I don't know if it's true.
Oh, fair. Are those old episodes still available anywhere?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
But hey, B.D. Wong, if you're listening to this, the hair in Dominion, Jurassic World Dominion, looks great. I know the movie got bad reviews. People don't have a lot of nice things to say. I watched it in a hotel over the weekend, and my main takeaway was that B.D. Wong's hair looks great. And also, he's wearing like a cozy sweater the whole time.
Love a cozy sweater. Love B.D. Wong. I have no effing clue what
Kabaddi
is. Like, it doesn't, like, he didn't say the Kabaddi. So it's
No.
not a region or like a lake or a
I mean,
or
it
a
might
river.
be.
It's
The
nothing like
problem is,
that.
it's foreign sounding in a way that makes me worried it's going to be something that we should know about or maybe not.
Oh, wow, yeah, I haven't thought about that. Like,
Or
what
not.
if it's got, like, some really, like, massive significance and we're going to...
I mean, Pat Jansen's the whitest person in the world from Nebraska, so I don't know.
Do you think it's a corn byproduct?
It
Is that what you're going for there?
It might be some corn-based activity. It might be a sports thing. Pat Jansen, world's tallest man, does enjoy many sports.
I don't think it's a sports thing. I know.
Is it a sports person? Because if you were talking about...
I don't think so, bud. I know you don't really trust me, but like I got a decent knowledge base in that sphere. It's not something I've heard of. It's not a sports thing.
Because with sports people, sometimes you just use the one name.
So it could be like a soccer player or a football player, if you want to be pretentious about it. Sure, like that, I would not be confident in, but I also don't know that Pat would want us to.
No,
talk
I
about
think
that.
he might, because Pat Jansen and his wife really like a soccer team. I don't think it's a good soccer team.
Okay, can you give me anything about the soccer team? A color, a country?
Man,
anything?
no. I mean, I'm going to say somewhere in England,
Okay.
based purely off of what I know about Pat and his wife. Man, I don't know. I just keep picturing Ted Lasso stuff. It's not the Ted Lasso team because I don't think that's a real one. It might be a real one. I don't know.
Hype for season 3.
Truly, every time I see the press photo, I'm amazed that the show doesn't take place on a space station because that's what it looks like. It looks like a shot from Galaxy Quest
Okay. Do you think?
because it's Ted Lasso, the bad guy with white hair now. Behind them is Giles from Buffy. They're wearing suits. It's in an elevator, so it's like lit brightly overhead. Like it looks like a space station. Put Ted Lasso in space, you cowards. That's what I want.
Kabaddi.
Kabaddi,
We gotta
though.
narrow this down, man. We gotta stick a flag
It
in
could
the
be a
ground.
player on this soccer team that I don't know anything about that my friends enjoy.
I saw a comment was we're supposed to just refer to them as a sport baller, which makes sense. It's a pretty good, vague but specific noun. I like that. I might steal that. Fuck, man. I don't think it has anything to do with sports. I really don't.
I mean, I would say, I don't want to pigeonhole Pat Jansen. He contains multitudes. He's a man of many depths.
Right.
He's a wide array of interests. But like, man, if I had to guess, I would say sports thing. He did make one other suggestion. Now, I saw it. Obviously, I looked at the thing. Would it taint the fair play?
Wait, what? You can't, dude. No. I am not sober enough to handle you saying taint. I'm just not.
I know Pat's other suggestion that he made
Okay.
on the post,
Okay.
from which we pulled this suggestion.
Oh, I see what you're
If I tell you what it is,
saying. Right.
does this affect the
Sure.
integrity of our competition with Wikipedia, which will result
Uh-huh.
in our taking it over?
Yeah.
It can't, because I know it, and I'm the other host.
Right. Me not knowing it brings nothing to the table. Also, we haven't done this in a long time. I gotta say, I'm really excited that you're worried about things like credibility on this show.
That's
right
all I
now.
care about.
It's great.
If I don't take this seriously, then Wikipedia won't either. When we knock on their door saying, "Hey, we won, idiots! This website is ours now."
All right, Daddy, hit me with that other
Cornish
information.
pasties
Okay.
was his other suggestion.
Uh-huh.
So is kabaddi a food?
Interesting.
Is kabaddi a food named after a soccer player?
Well,
The way you can go to most sandwich places in like Hoboken and get a Frank Sinatra.
No.
Or go to a dirty truck at Rutgers and get a Fat Elvis.
No. Absolutely not. It's not that.
Or I'm out of or
I don't even. What's it? Kabaddi? Is that it?
kabaddi.
K-A-B.
Kabaddi.
It's the two D's.
Or
that are-
kadibbi.
Wait, are you? Did you know? You didn't even read the word right?
I just want to make sure, but it might be kadibbi.
I sobered up for this.
Not enough.
No.
Kabaddi.
K-A-B.
Kabaddi from Pat Jansen, followed maybe because Facebook messed up their comments and I don't know what order things were posted in. His two suggestions, pretty much back to back, kabaddi and Cornish pasties. Now, Cornish pasties are, of course, a delicious handheld treat.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a short pie crust with savory filling.
So we're not doing it.
Traditionally-
So why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting
I
time?
believe it
talking
is
about
beef, lamb, and peas.
It's not gonna help us. You little bitch.
But I'm saying, could a kabaddi be a version of that?
Your endless need to always be right is exhausting.
I can only imagine
My
what it's
God.
like to be around me.
All right, we are rapidly running out of time before we have.
It
to
is an
look up
arbitrary
this-
limit that you have placed upon us. We can make this as long as we want.
Yes.
I'll go the long haul.
I
I'm
know
here
you
for the.
will.
I'm sleeping over
problem
tonight.
is, if you don't think you're gonna win, you'll keep going.
Yes,
Until
because
you
I
get-
can't lose.
I don't have that kind of fucking time in my life, dude.
But if we don't win, are we worthy of love? Is the question.
My God, you have a beautiful family and 2 young daughters. Oh, fuck,
Yes,
man.
and can you imagine the look on their face when they find out that daddy doesn't know what a word means? Can you believe their disappointment?
Yeah, they've met you up to this point, so I'm sure they're learning
Yeah,
to deal with
but
it.
they're under the impression that I know a lot of stuff.
Oh, man. All right.
It's because I keep telling them that I'm pretty smart with that exact phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the...
If the connection goes out, John's cat has just taken an intense interest in my
You
iPad.
can't be live on the internet and you talk about a cat and then the cat doesn't show up on the screen. That's like a Chekhov's gun type thing.
I'm not in charge of this cat. I'm more than happy for Bagel to join the stream.
Oh, that's great. That's not Bagel. Learn my cat's names.
Is it really not? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's much
him.
bigger.
Yeah. Okay. We have to at least pick something. I'm getting antsy.
Well, what do you think it is in your heart? I'm trying to drop hot knowledge on the mic. I'm trying to spit hot fire. And you're just like, Glenn, stop spitting so much hot fire. Your fire's too hot. Let's just do a bad job and disappoint our children.
I'm really sorry if that's the energy I'm giving off, man. Because I at no point wanted you to think any of what you were saying was fire. So I really
Hurtful.
I really dropped the
Hurtful.
ball on that one.
Hurtful.
I don't know. Gun to my head, Kabani. It sounds like I guess we're stuck on food, right?
It does sound a little bit like kebab.
I'm gonna say okay. Let's go down that pack. It's like what if you took like a shish kebab and puffed it out like a freaking pork rind. I have no idea, dude. I don't know. You don't like that?
No,
Then give me something else, man.
It sounds
Then pick
yucky.
something.
It sounds yucky.
I'm not saying I like
to
it.
my vegetarian brain. I think we gotta go food. I think it's a food.
Okay, then what is it?
I'm sorry if it is an important religious ceremony to a group of people.
Just don't feel like Pat would do that to us.
No, but I don't know.
Alright, is it?
Man, I'm gonna be pissed off if it's something that I'm really supposed to know.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's true all the time, always.
Yeah.
But I think, especially because it comes from Pat, it's gonna feel like he would have did us dirty.
Okay, well, I'm at the point in the show where I'm willing to move the goalposts a little bit, right? So like, I'm willing to say,
I'm so disappointed.
all we need to do is get reasonably close to identifying what this thing is. That's it. All we're doing today is we're guessing what the thing is.
It's been a while.
It has.
We're dipping our toes back
Honestly,
in.
It's the first episode in I think more than a year.
I think correct.
I think more than a year. It's okay if we ease back in. A real hard suggestion. Again, I forgot we were doing this, so I wasn't maybe as sharp as I could have been when I set out to do this normally, right?
Okay.
So all we got to do is get like the category of thing right.
I mean, low bar that
K-A-D-D-I.
I do think we're about to miss the field goal.
I know this is killer. I know this is good stuff. I know that because YouTube has reinforced it by the fact that no one is watching us right now. We had 2 viewers. We have 0. See, we're rusty. It's okay, man. It's okay.
I mean, look, this was a lot. We didn't schedule this. We just sprung this on people.
It's true. And in fact, it's interesting watching people come in midstream being like, I don't know what's happening.
Who are these people?
Why are they doing this? Why are
I'm
they
trying to
yelling at
get
each other? Are
I'm
they
trying to get
friends?
viewership hours up is the boring answer.
Yeah, I know, but you're not supposed to say the thing.
Watch this again. Watch it 2 times in a row.
It's true.
Help Daddy monetize. So I say food, and I don't know. It's gonna be some kind of street food from a part of the world I've never been to. It's gonna be similar to hummus.
Great. It's like a dip.
It's like a dip.
It's like a street food dip. I love that.
Nope, that's cobble. That's
All
not
right,
a.
well,
That's not a dip.
we're gonna step aside, take a quick break. I mean, we're gonna still be on the stream, but you listening at home, we'll figure this out at some point. We'll figure out how to do this.
We're gonna do a cliffhanger going into this,
Oh
but
my
I'm
God, it's
so
gonna
mad
be
at John right
such
now.
a really
I'm so
good
mad.
edit.
I'm so
All
mad
right,
at John.
we'll be back with the answer. But first, Glenn is just gonna talk right into the camera about this week's sponsor, milk cartons.
This week, the Improvised Wikipedia podcast is brought to you by milk cartons. Do you drink milk? Does your tummy work normal and good? Not like mine, and you just drink the regular milk because it doesn't make your tummy hurt? Well, how are you going to get a lot of it around? What are you going to do? Put it in a bag like Canada? Absolutely not. No. You get a milk crate, and then you put, what do you think, 6 gallons?
I forgot what we're talking about.
Milk crates?
Milk crates? Oh, they're the best.
How many milks are you fitting in there? Do you need furniture?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Just steal milk crates.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of vinyl records. The only way to store that.
It sure says on the side of the milk crate, hey, this is the property of the milk company. This is not yours, but it's yours. It's fine. We said it's okay.
It's true. Use promo code MilkMeDaddy at checkout for 10%.
Just put
that
in the discount code. Do not type that into your search bar. You are going to melt your computer.
All right, we are back. And I have terrible news, and
that's why I'm mad at you. I looked it up as we were going in the break.
Could not be worse news because it's my fault. It's my fault that we are going to lose this week because kabaddi is a contact team sport. Obviously, I'm reading from Wikipedia now. Played between 2 teams of 7 players. The objective of the game is for a single player on offense, referred to as a raider, to run into the opposing team's half of the court, touch out as many of their players, and return to their own half of the court, all without being tackled by defenders in 30 seconds.
Wait, this sounds incredible.
Yeah, so it's like, okay. So you have one guy, and instead of dodgeball,
this is Red Rover. Yeah. It's tag.
He runs over and he tries to tag people without getting tackled, and he's got 30 seconds to do it and get back safely. That's pretty dope.
That sounds genuinely so fun.
Points are scored for each player tagged by a raider, while the opposing...
They're called raiders? Yeah. That's awesome.
Opposing team earns a point for stopping the raider, so a tag is a point and a tackle is a point. Players are taken out of the game if they are touched or tackled, but are brought back in for each point scored by their team from a tag or a tackle. So dodgeball rules: you catch a dodgeball and your team comes back. Yeah.
Why aren't we teaching this in schools?
It's like full contact dodgeball.
Why aren't we what are we gonna do? Let's play kickball, children. No.
It's popular in the Indian subcontinent and other surrounding Asian countries, although accounts of kabaddi appear in the histories of ancient India. The game was really popularized as a competitive sport in the 20th century.
This sounds so fun.
It's the national sport of Bangladesh.
I've never had this feeling about learning about a sport before.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that sounds both fun to watch and to play.
Yeah.
No one's ever explained the rules of soccer to me, and I thought I would love to get out on the old pitch and run around in the grass. Oh boy, what fun. I would love to be outside right now.
But
I think kabaddi's doing
it.
I think kabaddi's doing it for
me. If I was like, hey, I got a pickup game of kabaddi, you'd be like, let me do that. Or maybe 20 years ago you would have. Now it might actually kill you.
A couple years ago now, I was at a comedy festival. And as a fun activity for everybody, they had a kickball game of the comedians. I think I might have talked about it on here before because I went hard in the kickball. I put work in. I tried.
Do you feel good about that now?
Yeah, we won, and that was the right decision. I want to do that, but with this game instead, because kickball is not a fun game.
Sure.
This sounds rad.
Yeah, I think the problem with it is you need a lot of people to play.
I mean...
That's the challenge now, right?
Standard rules is 7 per team, as we just learned. You could probably do it with... What's the minimum? Obviously, one-on-one kabaddi, that's nothing. You're just fighting. over a
4-on-4
line.
would definitely work. I don't know if 3-on-3 would.
3-on-3 might be a
It
little
depends
bit.
on maybe the size of the space that you're on, right?
I thought you were going to say the size of the
people.
players. I'm like, yeah. I mean, 3 children, that's going to be a different experience than 3 adults.
Honestly, youth kabaddi is where it's at, right? Sit back,
My
watch them
kid's
just tackle
school-
each other.
So my kid's school has multiple times now asked me to coach things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am, of course, wholly unqualified,
Sure.
not even a little bit interested,
Yeah.
and I don't want to do it. But we do a 4th grade kabaddi team. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, man.
I mean, part of the besides my complete disinterest in sports, the other reason that I don't coach is because it's my job to like travel around a lot. So committing the time is the real issue. But I might
I feel like
take a sabbatical from comedy to really focus on my kabaddi coaching career, because I know my future's not in playing, right? I know the limitations of my bad broken body, and professional kabaddi is not in the future for me. But I feel like I can get a good understanding of the game and really impart some strategy and wisdom.
Well, and even if coaching is
to
in
the
for
youth.
you, why not go into broadcasting, right? Color commentating kabaddi matches. That could be something you could.
It would. See, the problem is, I think it would just be me repeatedly going, "God, that looks fun. That's so cool. What a good game. What a good game that got invented. This looks really fun." That would be the whole commentary. That's what more sports commentary should be. If you guys like it so much, why aren't you saying that constantly while you're watching a hockey game?
Is that what your commentary on chess matches is like?
Kind of.
Wowee! What a fun game this is.
It was. There was.
F and then jump over there.
All right, I see what you're doing, but there was a really good game that I was watching over the summer, and my wife was making dinner and then like plating it, but the game got like really intense for a minute, and it was a lot of me just going, this is like trying to explain to my wife and kids why this streamed chess match was so exciting, and they didn't.
Can I be honest with you?
They didn't get it.
We're streaming live. I'm an active participant in this.
All right,
podcast.
so
I was looking at you while you were talking about that, and I
was
trying to pay it. I don't.
All right,
it
so
was really boring.
Wesley So,
like,
I think he's number
don't judge them.
3 in the world.
It's just, I don't. No one wants this.
He was playing a much younger player
Okay.
who's well lower rated than Wesley So. They were playing, building to a draw. It was pretty clear this game is probably going to end in a draw, which, if you're that younger player, that is a great result in this situation. But the kid goes for it. He's like, no, I'm going to beat the 3rd best chess player in the world. And then, I forget where he was in the tournament, but like it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I'm going to risk losing this game instead of just taking like the safe draw against a player who's clearly better than me, and I'm gonna take him down. He didn't. I think it still ended in a draw, but it was an incredible game to watch. And the whole time, my wife and children are sitting there watching or eating dinner, and I'm just watching it. It was the most dad thing I think I've ever done. Like, you want to do like a parody of like a dad in the 50s, or I guess 60s would make more sense, where like they're watching the football game on TV and ignoring their children during dinner or whatever. The dad from A Christmas Story.
Right.
Although that was the Honeymooners.
What do I have to do to get you to stop talking about chess right now?
You.
All right. All right. Well, you just knocked me off camera there because you're very proud of yourself. All right. There we go. I'm back, everybody. For those listening to the podcast for the first time, this happens quite frequently where Glenn amuses himself, laughs aggressively, can't stop laughing. And rather than stop or take a second, I just tend to do narration and stall for him as he gets over himself. He's not really listening to anything that I say right now. He is so self-absorbed in this moment of just laughter. Just completely in his own.
It hurts so much.
Yeah.
Set me up again. I think I can do it.
Oh boy.
You said, what do I have to do to get you to stop talking about chess?
Yeah, what do I have to do to get you to stop talking about chess, bud?
Eat a bag of dicks.
That's why, as a professional comedian, don't know if the audio came through. He did, in fact, say eat a bag of dicks. And tickle, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm in so much pain.
Well, to put a button on the audio version of the podcast, I gotta tell you, Glenn, we
We blew it because you didn't listen to me. Oh, Pat likes things that aren't sports. No, he doesn't. He just likes sports and Cornish pasties.
It's true. Well, I'm sorry I let you down, bud, but I'm glad you're enjoying that tiny can of Diet Coke I gave you because with the weird angle of the camera.
It's a regular size can. I'm
Yeah.
enormous.
Yeah. Little Princess Bride action. Well, we end every episode of Improvised Wikipedia by offering up a potential edit. We would never condone changing
Oh, no.
Wikipedia pages.
We would never do
But
that.
if you were to add a faked fact to the Kabaddi page, if you were going to do that, what would it be, Glenn?
Can it be that professional comedian Glenn Tickle has a side career as a children's Kabaddi coach?
It could, though it does feel like it's a little self-serving in your desire to have a Wikipedia
That
page.
is true.
Maybe
Hey,
somebody
make a
that's not
Wikipedia
yet.
page for me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better that you're just blatantly saying it now. I don't know.
I don't have one, and I would like one. John should have one too. There should be one for this show,
Yeah.
for each of us,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say your cats. The cats would probably just be like a subheader
Yeah,
under yours.
probably. What's it say
Unless-
about us that we don't have it yet, though? It's really kind of on us. We took a year off, Glenn. We're
It's
back,
true.
though.
We're back, baby. Cats are engaged
the
in
cats are-
combat.
Cats are having a great time. I imagine that's the end of that episode.
Yeah.
Pretty good behind the scenes there of Glenn getting up his live.
I think that's the first time we've caught it on video.
Yeah.
But that also genuinely hurt a lot.
Yeah, no, it didn't look good.
It was my neck's a little sore,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm old now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it really hurt when I was laughing real hard because I thought I just tell John to eat a bag of dicks.
No, you didn't actually get it out. You,
I didn't.
You thought
I tried.
the thought of saying "John, eat a bag of dicks" was so funny to you in that moment.
Yeah, I'm not wrong. It
No,
was.
it was pretty solid actually. It
I
was pretty
wish.
solid.
Hey YouTube, when you update your iPad app next time, man, I would really like it if you just left comments up.
Yeah.
So yeah, M-Dog. So the comments pop up and then they disappear. So if I'm not looking at the screen, I always see. I'm definitely in my prime. You're correct. M-Dog wants you to play me in chess. They're not wrong.
No, they're not. I've never resisted playing you in chess. We just haven't done it.
There's a Kabaddi VR game.
Oh, you're just scrolling back through comments.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are you fucking talking to? Because it's never me. We're never engaged in conversation when we do.
We can
this.
walk on milk.
See?
No.
See right there.
We can walk on milk crates. Is that the thing where you stack them up? Oh, see, I should have been paying attention to the comments. We should have just brought M-Dog in as the third host.
I'm just glad that we got through it.
There's a gentleman's club.
We have an episode. You might edit that and release it as a podcast sometime soon. That could be cool.
Yeah. Well, the idea is with this, it's just I'll trim this bit that we're wasting our
We're not
friends'
wasting
time
it.
on
It's great. Hi, friends.
right now, and then the beginning part, and boom, 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 we're all done.
I do kind of want to point out that we did burn through all of the suggestions from that post, so we're going to need suggestions from these fine folks watching.
Are we going again?
I don't know, are we?
I'm down.
Let's do one more.
Let's do it.
Let's do one more.
I mean, it's not. We are doing this back to back. It's not like we've had time to research Cornish pasties or
Still feels disingenuous.
lichen
Yes.
was the first one.
No. Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it again. We're gonna kick it off, and then we'll throw it to you guys for a suggestion for another episode.
Welcome to the Improvised Wikipedia podcast. I'm here with my friend Glenn Tickle.
I'm here with my friend John Lunger.
And as always, we are rewriting the entirety of Wikipedia off the top of our goddamn heads. One page at a time in convenient and easy to listen to podcast form. And now,
Yes.
now YouTube live form too.
Now YouTube Live in a vain attempt to get my viewing hours up.
Yeah. Well, it is actually objectively easier to set up too than the whole shebang of what we used to do.
I mean, it's pretty similar. I did it on the iPad instead of my laptop,
Yeah.
which I normally do. I don't know.
Pros
I
and
would
cons.
like to get a little soundboard or something where I can just drop music cues
Yeah.
and just have them go live on here so I don't have
I
to put them
know-
back in.
I know you do genuinely mean that, but I also know that there is like 25% of you that wants it for fart sound effects as
Well, yeah, hey, obviously some of the
Yeah.
buttons are going to be fart sounds.
Yeah, probably most of them.
We're going to need, there's going to be a theme song one,
Mm.
the little end of the theme song that we would, when we throw to commercial,
Yeah.
and then come back from commercial,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably like a dozen different fart sounds. Because a lot of people think you can get away with just one.
No.
It's a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
There's a varied range
You need different moisture levels.
of textures,
Yeah.
volumes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the
Thickness,
fart
really.
sounds I've heard online, the bit rate is really low, so they just sound thin. Like
Mm.
you're playing it on your like first Nokia cell phone from college.
Yeah.
Gross. Have some self-respect.
All of that to say, we'll do a better job of actually promoting when we do these live on YouTube Live.
Yeah, when we know that we'll do it for sure another time.
But so what we have to do to get started, because we burned through the social media posts that we had, we got to throw to our viewers. We've got 2 people currently tuned in because again we didn't tell anybody we're doing this. So grateful you're here. In the chat, give us something that you think has a Wikipedia page that Glenn and I can tackle and do a better job of than Wikipedia. Only rule, we don't do people because that can be a straight up bummer.
Yeah, we did Vincent Price one time, and then it made us sad.
Yeah, 'cause
So we
turns
don't
out
wanna
he
do
was-
it
he was
anymore.
pretty great, but we guessed that he wasn't. So anything at all. So type away, and then Glenn. Will
I am
maybe
gonna have
put
to-
down his phone. He's actually playing chess right now because apparently we're boring him. We're boring famous comedian Glenn Tickle, who recently got 1 million views on his Dry Bar special. Ooh, look at me. Too cool for my own podcast. Got to check in on my chess.com game
I
on
was
my phone
opening it.
while it's a video. It's the second time we've done this as a video, and you're playing chess while we are fucking live.
I
you
was
idiot.
opening it because I was checking to see if anybody commented on the link that I shared, but then I saw that it was my turn in chess against my nephew Anthony, so I thought, oh, let me just pop the chess app open real quick. I'll just make my move real quick, and then we'll go about our day,
Yeah.
and then
Check to see if they put anything in the chat, but I don't know what we're talking about. I don't think they did. I think one person left.
yeah, I don't know. Let me see,
No,
if we
but
see who's
they
left.
definitely M-Dog definitely did say we needed a variety of farts.
It's so important to have a wide variety of farts on a soundboard. I'm tapping the person. I can't see if it's still M-Dog or somebody else.
Yeah, it's all right. Some people prepare. We like.
Not us, not this guy.
we like
No,
to show you
no,
how
no.
the sausage is made. You know.
We had to change the camera angle before. We put my iPad sitting on a box because it was quite low, and we were going to show you
Yeah. Just too
John's
much.
sausage.
It was too much.
His ween is what I'm talking about.
I don't know if it
The
was.
iPad was pretty low. Your shorts, pretty short.
Well, they're PJ shorts.
I think we might have seen some ween. If
Well,
the
M-Dog,
camera-
you're still. Well, M-Dog just commented he's still here. We know you're still here. Tell us what you want us.
Yeah. Tell us something that you want to know more about
Yep.
that is not a person. Preferably not one we've done a show about before, but
But again,
it's been a while,
yeah.
so I don't expect you to be up with the back catalog.
We don't. Even
Yeah, there's a very real chance that if you say something we've done already, I won't remember what it is. Were you looking? I was checking the link. That time I wasn't playing chess. I was checking the link. Tim Gehrig
I said nothing, bud.
and Rosalie Fry have both reacted to the post in a positive way.
Well, that's great, man. We still
We've
don't.
not had Tim on the show, right?
No, I don't think we have.
The Tim Mateo Blues Explosion.
No, I feel like I would remember that. What a wonderful reference to the John Spencer Blues Explosion.
Yeah, he's a musician that I did open mics with.
Man, this.
Pretty sure I still have his CD in the car. M-Dog wants to know about the outrageous price of skateboards or hockey gear.
Okay.
Now, the problem is there's not going to be a Wikipedia
Wikipedia
page
page,
for the
yeah.
outrageous cost of skateboards. There will certainly be one
For
for skateboards. or hockey gear.
Yeah.
Hockey gear, I think, is too vague.
Yeah, because each piece of gear would have its own.
I
Kind of
think we can do
whatever.
skateboards. The problem is,
I mean, that's a page. Man.
I know exactly how they got invented.
Well, then what? That's not a problem. That means we win, bud. Remember, all we got to do is
All
kind
right.
of go toe to toe with that opening paragraph.
So in
of the-
1955,
Okay.
in
Right off the bat, I don't trust you. You remember a specific year, but nothing else?
I'm trying to remember the city,
Okay. What region?
California.
Okay. Southern California?
Yeah.
Was it a big city?
No.
Was it like a suburb of...
It was more of like
Los
a
Angeles?
mid-50s suburban town. They got a mall eventually.
Okay. Are you trying to rickroll me, but it's Pleasantville? The movie
No,
Pleasantville?
but you're not far off.
Yeah.
Whatever. So in 1955, the skateboard was invented by Calvin Klein when he ripped the top part of a little girl's scooter off
Mm-hmm.
and then used it to escape a band of mean thugs.
Mm-hmm. So you're just gonna Back to the Future?
I just
me?
Back to the Future you.
Yeah.
What's the town in Back to the Future?
Oh, shit.
I was gonna say Twin Pines, but that's just the
That's
mall.
the
That's
mall,
not the town.
That's not the town, yeah.
You gotta save the clock tower.
Oh.
Goldie Wilson's the mayor.
Holy.
It turns into Biff City or whatever.
What is the name?
I remember every other detail about
Yeah.
Back to the Future except for the town. They go to the Old West version in the best one. That's right. That's right. Part 3 is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Star Wars. Give me cowboys and Ewoks. And nothing else. They're all I care about. Red Dead Redemption 2, what's up?
Oh, it's right there. It's
It's
like
not
pleasant-
Riverdale. I want to keep saying
is
Riverdale.
It
It's not
quiet
Riverdale.
or like pleasant or... Oh, wow.
Where does Doc Emmett Brown
This
live?
is maddening.
And I know I could just look it up, but it feels like cheating.
The whole premise of this...
It's all for a
podcast
dumb.
is to
It's all
not
for a
look it
dumb
up.
bit, so I could say skateboards were invented by
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
Yeah. Yeah, save the clock tower. Oh, wow.
Pine Sol Town,
No. Denver.
the last dinosaur.
In-N-Out Burger.
Trash.
Wow. Well,
That's DeLorean. It's
we're gonna
Gray's
have to move
Almanac.
on, bud. Gonna have to move back. Move on.
The Enchantment Under the Sea Dance.
Come
What's the
back.
name of the school? It's just going to be that town high school.
You're not gonna be able to move on, are you?
I mean, I can try. It's not going to go good.
Skateboard does. I mean, like.
Dogtown and or Z-Boys are heavily involved.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, the real answer is surfers were like, what if we could do this on the land?
Right.
They had a little surfboard, they put some wheels on it, and they're like, this actually slaps. And then, obviously, things developed over time in terms of like board shape. They went from probably wooden wheels, now the wheels are most likely polyurethane, or were for a while. Now there's probably some new hotness.
Got your longboards, your standards.
Yeah, you got the little thin.
Empty pools in Southern California.
And then they put 'em on both.
Yeah.
And it was famously because of a drought.
What
So
year do you
people-
think for real though?
Man, probably not 69, but around there, and that's the funniest number, so 1969.
You really think? Yeah, it's probably like mid to late '60s, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Or at least the popularization. I have to sneeze.
Hot dang.
Sorry about that.
That's good live video.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, there was a drought
Mhm.
that summer, so people's pools were empty because they couldn't fill them because of the
Right,
drought.
right.
And then all these surfers who recently put wheels on tiny surfboards, probably not actual tiny surfboards, right?
Honestly, why didn't they do boogie boards, like a wide ass skateboard?
Why don't you just do like a skateboard you can like sit down on?
You mean a cart?
You
Or a
just
bike?
Close the door. And the floor is open, obviously, so you can Fred Flintstone your way around town. I think I just want that yellow and red Lil Tyke's car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is it something Hills?
Hill Valley.
Hill Valley. All right. Woo.
Oh, thank God. I was not gonna.
Yeah, neither one of us had our heart in that conversation
Nope.
right there. We were trying to figure it out, yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, and then, let's see, Tony Hawk descended from the top of Mount Rushmore.
Is he
carried
only
by
famous
an
because he did the
eagle.
1080? Is that like? I mean, he's a very good skateboarder. I'm not saying like, oh, he's only
Well,
did this
yeah.
one thing, but like
Yeah.
that's what everyone. That's why they made a video game. That's why I know who he is.
I don't know that,
Was it a 1080 or is that the snowboarding video game? He's probably done a 1080.
no doubt. So, he was a very well decorated, skateboarder professionally, right? You talk about X Games, you talk about all that kind of stuff, right? You're right. Yeah, the video game is really what solidified it, right? Like that's
No, I'm saying he was famous before the video game.
he was not anywhere near as famous until the video game. He was famous, but then he got
I almost
famous.
certainly only like
He was probably the only skateboarder you knew by name.
pre-video game.
Pre-video game, and then video game made him just massive. Just
Like, there's no
immense.
question the only other skateboarders that I know are skateboarders featured in
Jackass.
the Tony Hawk video game.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Who's in Jackass?
Bam Margera.
Okay. I was never a big Jackass guy. I think, so my daughter loves the A for Adley YouTube channel. It's about a little girl named Adley and her family doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
I think the dad used to be a professional skateboarder.
Do you think he's going to be on that?
He
Wikipedia
clearly is a skateboard enthusiast.
page? Who
Skateboards.
is it?
Sean Duras is his YouTube channel name,
Okay.
but that's not like it doesn't. I don't think that's his real name. I think his name is probably Sean something.
Yeah.
YouTube user handle Sean Doris.
Okay.
I think he might be on the Wikipedia page for skateboards.
Maybe.
He would definitely be on the Wikipedia page for stuff that my daughter has said to me that hurt my feelings. Because she did say that she likes him more than me, which I tried to explain is only because of editing, and she only sees him do fun stuff in videos,
Sure.
and she has to watch me.
Well, show
like,
her these videos. And
Yeah.
she's going to be like,
I'm just
"Holy
going to show her that
shit,
clip from last
my
week
dad."
of me just absolutely losing it,
Ah,
trying to tell you to eat a bag of dicks.
And I did, and no regrets.
Yum, yum, yum. So who are some skateboarders that are going to be on this list? Obviously, Tonison Hawk.
Is it Tonison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tone Lock Hawk.
Oh,
Bam
Rob
Margera.
Dyrdek?
Sure. That's a name I don't think I've ever heard before. Nope. I was going to say Jake Peralta, but that's the cop from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Jake,
Oh, Bart Simpson.
obviously Bart Simpson,
Bart Simpson.
always has table.
He uses it as a weapon in one of the best arcade games. of all
Ninja
time.
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles also use skateboards as weapons, yeah. And some of the best arcade games of all time.
And they skateboard in the movie.
Yeah, that too.
Probably why I wanted to skateboard as a kid was because of the Ninja Turtles. It's not because of Bart, because I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons as a kid. Thanks, Mom. That's why I didn't go to Harvard. Hope you're happy.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Well, because if I really liked The Simpsons as a kid, and then I found out that most of The Simpsons writers went to Harvard,
Maybe you would have tried in school.
I would have
that's what you're
gone
saying.
to Harvard to be a
It's
writer
not
on
her
The
fault.
Simpsons.
It's not her fault, man. You just didn't go to Harvard, and that's all right. You went to the Harvard of Jersey, Ramapo
I did.
College.
I went to the Harvard of Northeast New Jersey.
Yeah. I'm trying
So
to think.
skateboards are made of wood. They can be made of other stuff. Probably you could probably do like a cool carbon fiber one, but you're gonna want wood. You're probably gonna pine. It just feels like why do anything else? I mean, other than that, it probably breaks pretty easily and doesn't hold up.
Talking about grip tape, we could talk about
Long
art,
term, it's so
graffiti,
important to
there's
get.
so much stuff.
It's so important to get grip tape. Your trucks.
It's gonna be a huge
Oh,
page.
they got to be tight and or loose. It's preference.
So we know
It's
this is
not
gonna
a right or wrong.
This is gonna be a huge Wikipedia
Goofy
page,
foot.
Glenn.
Goofy foot.
This is gonna be a huge page. So
You're gonna wanna do a ollie.
yeah, kickflips, all of that. First paragraph. That's what we're looking for,
Superman.
right? That's what we're competing head to
Christ
head against
Air.
Wikipedia.
Grind.
Yes. Are you into just name, like, say vocabulary?
Yes,
part
because
of
then when it
yeah.
comes up when you're reading the Wikipedia page, you're like, I covered
Yeah.
grinding.
I like that. Like, you just vomiting up words is like, it's like our version of links.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is the sort of the
Right?
Chat GPT level
Yeah.
of my brain where it's like if I just throw things that I know are related to the thing we're talking about.
Because we definitely are going head to head against a website, and we chose an audio and sometimes video
Switchfoot, I
format.
think, is skateboarding. Goofyfoot might be just
Goofyfoot might just be
snowboarding.
snowboarding. Yeah.
What's the thing where you sit down on the skateboard and go down the big hill in your neighborhood, even though that seems like a bad idea now?
Oh, that's called being a little bitch.
No, you go down like a skeleton luge. So you like lay down.
Yeah, it's called skeleton luge. I don't know, man. I don't think that has an actual name. I think that's just kids being kids, man.
There's probably a name. You don't know things.
Well, you agree to
What are
this
other
podcast.
skateboarders that are going to be on this page?
I don't know, man.
Jake
But I'm
Peralta.
not worried about it.
He's-
It's the opening paragraph.
Jake Peralta probably skateboarded in at least one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No doubt.
Man, has there ever been a show that did a better job of realizing what it was and then just piecing out?
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, maybe cop-based comedy is not what any of us want to be doing right
I
now.
love that Fox's answer is like, just make it animal control.
And yeah, and then
And
it's like, let's just pass it out.
That's what it is. Saw one episode, seems fine. I don't know if it's going to find itself or not, but
I haven't watched it yet, but
Yeah.
it's a Joel McHale vehicle, so I'll give it a whack.
yep, it's every Joel McHale character ever. It's Jeff Winger.
That's what I'm into.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, I think we've done everything that we
I've
can do.
said a lot of
You
skateboard
have,
words,
and
for
so
sure.
We're going to have to take a break, but before we do, I want to give you one last chance. Anything else you want to vomit up about skateboards that you think might be on the page? You got 30 seconds to just name links. Go.
Man, you gotta. I know you need a tape that's so important to get a good demo tape so that you can get sponsors, and then you buy better equipment, and then you can do grinding, and you can do. I said that one already. I don't know any more skateboard tricks. I think I said them all. I don't think I have any more information to give.
Great. Well, we're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll pull up the official Wikipedia page for skateboard and see how we did.
And we're back here on the Improvised Wikipedia podcast. It's me, your friend Glenn Tickle. I'm also here with John Lunger because we do ad reads together, never alone. And today, the Improvised Wikipedia podcast is brought to you by Swingy Bottle Tops.
Swingy bottle tops.
Swingy Bottle Tops.
Got it.
Are you
So-
Grolsch? Are you
so-
still putting out these swingy little bottle tops so that homebrewers will keep buying your beer? Because it's really easy to just reuse those bottles instead of having to buy a capper?
Get out of my head, man. I had Grolsch literally this past weekend, and I was like, oh, what a fun treat this is. And then I was like, this has got to be expensive for them to bottle it this way,
Probably.
right?
Now I don't drink anymore. I used to brew beer, and I would specifically, like, if I was buying beer for a party or whatever, it's like, oh, let me get a case of Grolsch because then I can reuse these bottles.
Yeah. They're fun bottles.
They swing. You got to be careful though, because sometimes you can, if you do it, the metal part will whack your pinky, and then like your nail bed will die, and then it'll slowly grow out weird over the course of like 6 months until it fixes itself. But then you just have a weird dent growing across your pinky for like half a year.
Right.
That's happened to me on 2 separate occasions. Thanks, Swingy Bottle Tops.
Swingy bottle tops. I was just going to say, what's this an ad for again?
Well, it was once I think it was a swingy bottle top like that of something, and then the other time I think it was like a jar with a similar latch.
Use promo code LATCHDADDY at checkout to save 20% on swingy bottle tops. All right, we are back for real this time.
Yeah, I can't wait to look and see how short this Wikipedia page is. I can't imagine people have thoughts about skateboards on the internet.
Well, I gotta tell you what, the official page for skateboarding is quite beefy,
Well,
as we thought we would be.
Is
but
there one for skateboards specifically?
there is one for skateboard as well.
Because I think that's the one that we were doing.
So do we want skateboard or skateboarding?
I mean,
skateboard?
I think ultimately I did more focus on skateboarding, but I think
Okay, yep.
the assignment was skateboard.
All right, we're going to go skateboard. A skateboard is a type of sports equipment used for skateboarding. They are usually made of a specially designed 7 to 8 ply maple plywood deck and polyurethane wheels attached to an underside by a pair of skateboarding trucks.
Now, I did say trucks. I said they're made of polyurethane. I got the wood wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the layers, but I think that's implied.
All right, rounding out the last paragraph here, the first paragraph, rather, excuse me. The skateboarder moves by pushing with one foot while the other foot remains balanced on the board, or by pumping one's legs in structures such as a bowl or a half pipe. A skateboard can also be used by simply standing on the deck while on a downward slope and allowing gravity to propel the board and rider. If the rider's lead foot is their right foot, they are said to ride goofy.
Nice.
The two main types of skateboards are the longboard and the shortboard. The shape of the board is also important. The skateboard must be concaved to perform tricks. End of the top section of the page
It
for the
must
skateboard.
be concave to perform tricks.
That's what it said.
Now, I hate to get all Yoda on their ass, but only Sith deal in absolutes. You're going to tell me if I throw some wheels on a flat board,
Yeah.
not concave, even a little bit,
Yeah.
dare I say convex,
Okay.
you're going to say it is impossible for me to do tricks? There's not a single trick I can do?
I am going to say that regardless of what the type of board is, if you were the person attempting to do
Oh,
the
me?
trick.
Yeah, me, human
Yes, I
being,
will
Glenn
say that,
Tickle.
Glenn Tickle, yes.
I will 100% fall down and hurt myself. So remember, to bring it back to our friends from Hill Valley in Back to the Future,
Mm-hmm.
we are now past hoverboard time,
Right. Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
As that year approached, I was writing for a tech site, and we would there's a lot of nerd hype around we're getting the Back to the Future year,
Yeah, I remember.
hoverboards, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd write about hoverboards a lot, and I would think man, if they make a hoverboard, how much fun would it be to ride around on a hoverboard? And then I realized that I was too old, because I can't start skateboarding now,
Right.
you know? I turned 40 in a couple weeks. It's
Mhm.
not oh yeah, let me just pick up a skateboard and enjoy a fun new hobby. I would be dead within a week.
Yeah. I would posit possibly a day.
Yeah, I mean, probably the initial me stepping on a board
Yeah.
ends in my untimely demise.
It's true. I gotta say, and I acknowledge and appreciate that this is a skateboarding pun, but I feel like it's a little bit of a push. We did pretty well.
I think we did a good job.
pretty
I think
well.
that is such a poorly written Wikipedia sentence to say that
Yeah.
you need a convex board to do any tricks in the world. You don't know what tricks I'm capable of.
I really look
Wikipedia.
forward
Most
to-
tricks involve me falling down and hurting
I
myself.
really look forward to someone coming at us and explaining why it's actually true.
Come here. Come
at
here, Bam Margera. Stop
Somebody
waking your
else.
parents
He's-
up.
No, he's focusing on himself right now. He's actually going through a lot.
Oh, all right.
Pick
I'm sorry to hear that.
pick
I
somebody
wish you
else.
all the best.
Yeah, pick somebody
Come
else.
on, Adley's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's compete for my daughter's affection.
let's do it.
I don't even remember what made me want to lean into the camera and start calling out the skateboarders. Oh, because they're going to tell me that you can't do tricks with a flat board.
Maybe.
I bet you could. I think if you guys believed in yourself, I bet
You know what?
Adley's dad could do a
You're
kickflip on a very
100
flat board.
You're 100%.
Because he seems like a very
because
talented skateboarder.
it
I understand
explains-
why my daughter is so infatuated with him.
It explains that common trope of skateboarders not having any confidence, Glenn.
It's true. They don't believe in
They're
themselves
the
at
most
all.
confident people ever, man. They just jump and kill themselves all the time and then do it again.
It's wild.
Wild. Well, I think that was pretty good, and I had fun. I learned something, and I can't really ask for anything more. I can't. Thanks everybody that was watching us on YouTube live.
Thank you, friends.
Check out Glenn Tickle's social media, and you can find out when we're gonna do this again live. Link, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Do it. Help Glenn out. Help me. out.
Yeah. Also, come buy tickets to Glenn Tickle against the World Crime League when I record a comedy special in Bethlehem again. Come and find out why I'm doing it in Bethlehem again. We can
Yeah.
talk about it in the show. And I mean, you could watch it later when it comes out. Probably here on YouTube if we get those numbers up.
And hey, I'll be there too, so you can awkwardly say hi to me, and we won't know how to.
See,
interact in real life.
M-Dog's saying he can do a kickflip on a flat board, and I believe him.
Yeah.
I have no reason to...
I have no reason to doubt M Dog.
Now, I think you do need that little tail for a kickflip specifically.
I'll give you a little tail.
That's the end, obviously.
Yeah, obviously that was the end.
There's a clip I keep meaning to pull the audio from so that I can put it on TikTok and have it blow up and be the next that clip from the Mountain Goat song or whatever.
Right.
But it is on a show that my children watch, and there's a cat who loses his tail, and a witch helps him get a new tail. And as he leaves the witch's house, he goes, "Bye, thanks for the great tail." And that you take that audio over
TikTok.
a video of you leaving your front door, mouthing that, and then just put the caption like me leaving your mom's house, like,
oh no, I don't think so. She's not up for that.
It would blow up.
Yeah.
But I keep forgetting I gotta look for where that clip is. It's somewhere.
We should cut some promos for the podcast. I don't
Like
know what
what?
that means, but
Where we tell people,
Should we do that? while
hi
we're doing
friends,
this?
hi friends, come here. I host a podcast with my friend John Lunger, and we need you to listen to it, please. It's so important.
It is.
It's called Improvised Wikipedia. We're rewriting all of Wikipedia, but we don't know. We're not. Look, sometimes we act like we're smart guys who know things. We didn't know what kabaddi was, even a little bit. We thought it was some kind of hummus-based sandwich.
You said it so fast, I don't even think people listening even know what you said. Kabaddi. Look at it.
Kabaddi, yaddy yaddy. Look, we thought it was some kind of hummus-based sandwich or something. It's
so
not. It's the
not.
greatest sport ever devised. I read the comment. We're doing this live, and Doug says, "Where is it available?" I thought he meant kabaddi. I'm like, we covered it in the episode.
Southeast
I know you
Asia.
watch Southeast Asia, the Indian subcontinent. That's where they play kabaddi.
Oh, let's just do another. Okay, so new energy, new promo. We're gonna cut
Yeah,
the promo.
if you can look it up, it's everywhere that podcasts exist. Just look up Improvised Wikipedia for all the back episodes, and then this one will be on there soon. So, all right, I should probably not do another one where I'm extremely. I'm gonna try to just lean back and act normal.
It's going well.
Well, I thought you were gonna take the lead.
Oh, I thought you were still starting. You almost never let me take the lead. I have to remember that I have to let you finish ideas. I'm really bad. I also interrupt people constantly. Okay, here we go. Ready? Do you want to learn things through your ears? Oh boy, do we have a fun podcast for you. I'm John Lunger, and that's Glenn Tickle, and we're rewriting all of Wikipedia because we have the confidence of two 40-year-old white men. Listen, please. Glenn, anything to say? Best promo ever.
I got too into the idea of just sitting there not doing anything.
Honestly, the only thing that would have been better is if he would have been, eat a bag of dick, John.
I don't think I'd be able to successfully deploy that
I don't think so.
without another 45 minutes of my face turning red and my neck
I'm not
hurting
sure
so
those
much.
promos will ever see the light of day.
We'll see. I think we got one more.
Okay. We gonna do this one together, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is my friend John Unger.
Hey, this is my friend Glenn Tickle.
We host the Improvised Wikipedia podcast, where we try to rewrite all of Wikipedia without doing any research.
Yeah, that's it. It's fun. Sometimes we do it on YouTube Live.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, it's great. And we get distracted by comments.
Constantly. It is cool.
The support is incredible. The critiques cut to the core. We really appreciate it. But you should listen. It's fun. It's very serious. And if we do better than Wikipedia, contractually, they have to give us the whole site.
They don't know that, but we'll get it.
And contractually, I mean...
We signed a contract with each other that
ourselves.
said we will take over Wikipedia.
Yeah.
One more promo. Here's a promo for... Hang on. One more promo. So we host a show called Improvised Wikipedia where we take suggestions from people about what Wikipedia entries we need to rewrite, doing no research at all. Sometimes we do it on YouTube Live. We're doing that right now. A comment came in. Guess what a Gaga ball is, and we have to do it in the next 30 seconds. John, go.
It's super easy. It's an episode of Bob's Burgers. Mr. Frond invents it. It's like think of dodgeball, but instead of throwing the ball, you slap the ball, and they're in these little pits. This is a very funny episode.
I
One
think
of
you're
my favorite
thinking of
episodes
Kabaddi.
No, that's Gaga Ball, baby.
Nice. All right, I'm going to pull the comments up.
I thought he said Gaga Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaga Ball. That's from Bob's Burgers, the best cartoon on television.
And dog, it's 2 a.m. Go to bed.
Yeah, man.
Why are you watching us?
Yeah, why are you watching us dick around? Also, where?
There's so much better uses of your time.
Where's it 2 a.m.? Where are you watching from?
In the ocean?
Yeah.
Are you a boat lawyer?
Are you on a boat?
Are you a boat lawyer? I don't know how time zones work. Famously, I'm mad about daylight savings time. We covered that.
Dude, I had a work meeting the other day, and it wrinkled my brain because the person I was talking to was an hour before us. And I was like, how is that even possible? And I'm like, oh, right, yeah, the eastern shore of Canada. And that's, in fact, where they were. And the fact that people can be an hour earlier than us is not something I hadn't thought about.
Blows your mind because
Wrinkled my
New
brain.
Jersey and the ocean's pretty much right there for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a very smooth brain for a minute there.
No wrinkles to be found.
None.
All right, we're going to jump off here. M-Dog, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, man.
We're going to get going.
Bye.
The episode will be up soon. Enjoy the rest of it. It's 2 a.m. Go to bed.